How is it good, everyone? And before I get into this video, I'd like to wish everybody a happy Easter to those who celebrated. Hope you guys had an incredible day with your friends, family, whoever you may have celebrated with. Hope you guys just had a great day overall. Of course, as you guys tell the title below, this video will be about The Shield's final chapter. Of course, this was a WWE Network special that aired tonight, which was about an hour or so long. I think the total runtime was like an hour and 10 minutes. So it was a very short special, only 3 matches on the show. Of course, this is pretty much WWE's last ditch effort at promoting Dean Ambrose in the Shield because, you know, Dean Ambrose's final date with the company, so I guess they figured why not make it a little network special to send Dean Ambrose off that way, as well as saying farewell to the Shield one final time. Even though Fastlane was supposed to be the final time, of course WWE, as usual, just wanted to, you know, get as much as they can out of Dean Ambrose in the Shield before they can't do him anymore. So this, I guess, was their last effort in making, you know, the Shield a thing. And I gotta say, overall, I thought for this hour-long special, I thought it was okay. Obviously, wasn't much to it besides the Shield's final match, which was disappointing because the match was pretty much the same exact match they had at Fastlane, the same opponents at least. So that was a little disappointing. But besides that, I felt this was just, you know, it was a fine, average, hour-long show. Nothing really much to it, but it was fine for what it was. Of course, which opened the show up was a tremendous video package of The Shield. I thought they did a great job with the rise and fall of The Shield. Michael Cole, Renee Young, and Corey Graves were, of course, the commentators for this show. I thought they did an excellent job. Whenever you have these house show-like network specials, commentary is always great because they don't have Vince in their ears telling them what to say. So when commentary is free to say what they want, they're actually pretty great. So is Michael Cole. So commentary for the show I thought was superb. Of course, the show opened up with Elias doing a concert. You know, was obviously was interrupted by Finn Bálor because they were having an Intercontinental Championship match scheduled to open the show. Finn Bálor comes out, pretty much gets the crowd to chant along with them that Elias sucks pretty much, and of course Elias, you know, didn't like it, attacks Finn Bálor before the bell starts, and then Finn Bálor and Elias have a match for the Intercontinental Championship, which was a short little match, not really much to it. It was very average. It was basically like any house show match you'd get in terms of like a title match. Right from the get-go, like I said, Elias attacked Bálor, pretty much worked over Bálor, you know, put him in shin locks, just worked over him, worked over his arm. Finn Bálor had some small glimpse of hope at some points, but Elias would quickly cut him off. Bálor hit a sling blade, but was quickly countered by Elias with a clothesline after the first one. And of course, Elias worked on him. Finn Bálor set up for the coup de grace. Elias knocked him down, but then Finn Bálor hit him with a sunset flip pinning combination, but the referee stopped the pin even though it was clearly a 3 count, and Bálor had to re-pin him and cradle him for the 1-2-3. So Finn Bálor defeats Elias. Okay opening match. They really didn't get a whole lot of time. I want to say they only got like 6-7 minutes, and like I said, it was majority just Elias beating down Finn Bálor, so it wasn't really anything all that good, but it was what it was. And then of course after that, Elias pretty much said screw it, got back on the guitar and the mic and said he's gonna finish his song, which is interrupted by the Riott Squad. The Riott Squad came out, and then of course they made the song about themselves, and the segment pretty much went as great as you would imagine, so really nothing much to say about that. Then of course it led into the next match, which was Bayley and Ember taking on Sarah Logan as well as Ruby Riott. This match was fine for what it was. There really wasn't anything bad about it, but there really wasn't anything intriguing about it at the same time. Bayley and Sarah Logan went at it. Sarah Logan hit an awesome double knees and Bayley at the corner. Ember Moon and Ruby Riott had an exchange, and of course, you know, Sarah Logan and Bayley tagged back in, and Bayley ended up getting worked on by the Riott Squad. Riott Squad worked on Bayley throughout the entire match, you know, just working on her shoulder, just doing typical heel stuff, which is just holds and not really doing a whole bunch. And then of course, Ember got the hot tag, ran raw shot over Sarah Logan and Ruby Riott. Ruby Riott had a pin on Ember Moon, which was assisted by Liv Morgan. Then the referee was kicking Liv Morgan out, and as the referee was ejecting Liv Morgan, Ember Moon hit a great eclipse on Ruby Riott out of nowhere for the 1-2-3 victory. So Bayley and Ember Moon defeat the Riott Squad. Good match. It's better than pretty much any other Raw, you know, match you'd see from the women's on Raw. So it was decent. It wasn't bad, but definitely wasn't anything noteworthy. After that, we had a Shield Cam promo, which was great. It was great to see one last Shield Cam promo, and I thought they did an excellent job in the promo as well, so that was great. We saw a video package of Baron Corbin, Drew McIntyre, and Bobby Lashley attacking the Singh brothers after one of their matches earlier on the show that didn't air. And then, of course, it led into the main event, which was the 6-man tag team match, The Shield taking on Drew McIntyre, Baron Corbin, and Bobby Lashley. Of course, McIntyre and Lashley come out Corbin comes out, gets a promo saying how he defeated Kurt Angle at WrestleMania, he's gonna end the Shield, blah 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 blah, anything to get heat. And then of course the Shield came out, and then we had our 6-man tag team main event, the Shield's last chapter, their final match in WWE. And overall, I gotta say, I thought the match was pretty fun. I thought it was a great little house show main event that you have at a house show. It wasn't as good as a Fastlane match, but I'd say it's almost on par with that match. I thought it was equally as fun as that match. It had a lot of the same aspects, and right from the get-go, the Shield was very quick with frequent tags, working over every single member of Lashley, McIntyre, and Corbin. I thought they did a great job, and of course, you know, Dean Ambrose got caught up with McIntyre and Corbin. Then of course, you know, Dean Ambrose was getting worked on throughout the majority of the match from there on out. Quick tags from Lashley, Corbin, and McIntyre working on Ambrose. Then of course, Rollins with a hot tag, run Rashad over Baron Corbin, hit a beautiful crossbody on a Baron Corbin for a great near fall. Then of course, Roman Reigns got a hot tag on Bobby Lashley, went for a Superman punch, but Bobby Lashley ended up countering it, but then somehow Roman Reigns countered that into a Superman punch, so it came off absolutely awesome, I thought. Definitely came off like a great spot if you ask me. Then of course, Ambrose got the final tag. Then Ambrose is getting worked on. Looked like Ambrose is going to lose the match with the Shield, but Rollins ended up hitting a curb stomp onto Drew McIntyre. Roman Reigns hit a spear, a huge spear, onto Bobby Lashley, and then of course Dean Ambrose hit a Dirty Deeds on Baron Corbin, which set up the Shield triple powerbomb on Baron Corbin for the final pin, which was for the 1, 2, 3. The Shield defeat Baron Corbin, Bobby Lashley, Drew McIntyre. Good match. The very beginning was pretty good with the Shield, the quick tags. Then it kind of cooled down with the heels, you know, taking over and putting on some rest holds. And then the last 5 minutes with the Shield getting these hot tags made the match really fun. So I thought that was a good main event, and definitely it was a good way to start off the Shield. Like I said, my personal opinion, it wasn't as good as their Fastlane match, but I still thought it was a fun match. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a good send off for the Shield. Then of course afterwards, you know, Rollins gets on the mic, talks about how he grew up from, you know, Iowa, and pretty much is in his hometown essentially, and put that over. Then of course Dean Ambrose got the mic, and Dean Ambrose cut this great, you know, like 3-minute promo, pretty much saying that, you know what, if you work hard enough and you don't give up and you don't take fucking no for an answer, you can achieve anything. You know, Seth Rollins proved that. He's in his hometown tonight, and now he's the Universal Champion. Roman Reigns went and fought leukemia and won that battle, and he's here tonight. And it was a great send-off promo for Dean Ambrose. It definitely was a little emotional moment for them, and definitely was a great send-off for him in the Shield. And the crowd, of course, chanting "Thank you, Ambrose. Thank you, Shield." And I thought that was definitely a great way to send, like I said, Ambrose and the Shield off. So the Shield's final chapter, like I said, I thought it was a, you know, decent little show. Really wasn't much to it, but for the purpose it served, I definitely think it did serve its purpose. I think it was a good send-off for the Shield. It was a nice little hour show for the most part. You know, it was honestly easier to sit through than most Raws we get nowadays. So of course Raw's 3 hours, this is only an hour long, but you get my point. It was still an easier show to sit through than any Raw we usually get. So the Shield's final chapter I thought was, you know, for what it was, good. For show wise it was decent, but like I said, for the purpose it served, it was good. But yeah, I hope you guys did the video. If you guys did, please feel free to leave a like below, and of course the next time I'll see you guys there. Thank you guys for watching the video.
Sierra Hotel India Echo Lima Delta Shield.